Hey everybody, Moriarty here with Team Bandit Gang, coming back to you all finally, after a little hiatus, with the second installment of Lore Blast, a quick video dipping into some of the lore of the cards in Gwent. This time, too, I'm excited to invite Enzo Plays to the project to basically do all the hard work, editing, and making the video whilst I relax and talk into a microphone like the Gurnachora's fruit that I am. Now, let's get into it. This time, I want to talk about Harald the Cripple and Crate and the War of Clans.
Up and at 'em, you lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're dead!
Harald and Crate was a king of the Skellige Isles during the 10th century. Most of the lore we have for Harald actually primarily stems from Gwent, the reward book entries, and in piecing together the flavour text of the cards. But what we know of Harald is that supposedly, in terms of being a warrior, Harald was unremarkable. Strong and sturdy, but no more so than any other Skellige. However, this changed when during an altercation with a bear, his leg was brutally mangled before he slew the beast. His leg never healed correctly. The bone remained crooked, and this caused each step he took to cause him immense, reeling pain. This pain caused Harald to fight better than he had ever done before, giving him a near preternatural ferocity and battle lust. He claimed the grit of constant suffering had honed an unstoppable edge. In Gwent itself, it tells us that this constant pain turned Harald into a sadist. He learned how best to cause pain, how to cause the most guttural, haunting screams, and how best to break the bodies and spirits of his enemies, and soon his foes would throw down their arms as soon as they heard his name. In The Witcher 3, the Isle of Ardskellig is primarily ruled by Clan and Crate from their fortress Caer Trolda. Crachan Crate's domain is over the largest part of Ardskellig, however he shares the island with Clan Drummond. The Jarl of Clan Drummond, Madman Lugos, is deeply embittered by this and resents sharing the land with Clan and Crate, as we can hear for ourselves. This stems from all the way back in the 10th century. Clan Drummond shared Ardskellig with Clan and Crate after the former clan left their ancestral home of Unvik to instead settle in the southern part of the largest isle. The Ancrates were led by Harald, and the Drummonds were led by Jarl Skjordal Drummond, the latter of whom was unwilling to give up his land to invading marauders.
Nay, I will not bend my neck for that cripple!
You see, the Ancrates sought to push the Drummonds out of Ardskellig and seize them for themselves. Harald hoped to take the island and become the true king of Skellige, and so the Ancrates and the Drummonds engaged in a brutal war of clans. The Ancrates, a savage force of blood-drunk axemen, and the Drummonds, on the defensive, unleashed their famous berserkers. Harald, however, eager to stamp his authority as king, and not above seeking allies, found one in Turgvi Tuesach and Clan Tuesach. He sought their assistance in defeating Clan Drummond, to which Turgvi was more than happy to oblige, delighted that their clans were united together.
Clan Tuesach, Clan and Crate, arm in arm at last!
The war was brutal and bloody. Drummond villages were razed by Tuesach marauders, whilst the united Ancrate and Tuesach assault on Caer Muir was unrelenting. And in the flavour text for the cards of Turgvi and Skjordal, we can hear this interesting interaction.
Over my dead and cold body!
Over your dead body? That can be arranged.
The war ended ultimately in a total Drummond defeat. Their Jarl and his line ended by the invading forces. The Isle of Ardskellig was Harald's, and his reign as king of the Skellige Isles was cemented. Also, the alliance between Clan Tuesach and Clan Ancrate would become Turgvi's legacy, as this allegiance persisted centuries onward. For the man himself, Harald, this is about all we know of his deeds, though we do know he ruled for a great deal after this war, and that his name remained infamous in the wider world for centuries to come. And what better way to sign off on the Cripple than with this line from the Gwent lore text in the reward book. Since the reign of Harald the Cripple, cadets at Nilfgaard's Officer Academy are drilled in the following rule. Only strike a Skellige if you're confident your blow is deadly, because if it merely wounds, you may regret it quickly.
Here's the better loot than in your wildest, wettest dreams!
I hope you enjoyed this lore blast, a quick overview of some of the figures in Gwent you may not know much about. I'd love it if you could let us know in the comments what your favourite flavour text or voice line is from some of the cards relating to the War of Clans between Ancrate, Tuesach and Drummond. Thank you, Enzo, for editing this together and doing all the hard work, and thank you for stopping by. I've been Moriarty, and I will see you in the next one.